Well, welcome everybody. We are back to yoga and it's a lovely, oh, well, it is a summer's day because it's still summer, right? Still summer until the 20th, 21st of September. So officially still a lovely summer's day. So happy. So let's just take a moment just to, maybe put your hands on your heart, or one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just notice how you're feeling. Take some deep breaths. Just find some stillness. Just forget about the busyness of the day. But remember how lovely it was. Remember the sunshine and the warmth. The sunshine and warmth, I think, make us happy. On a cold winter's day, we'll be wanting the summer, the sun, the warmth. So just take a moment just to notice your breathing. And then just scan your body from your head all the way down to the toes. Just scan your body for sensations. Notice how you're feeling. Notice if there's anything that's a little sore or achy today. Or maybe go back to noticing your breath. Just get nice and calm. Start to feel calm. Oh dear. We're not going to get the screen up today. That's a nuisance. Let's try one more time. Oh, it says please try again later. Oh well. So our September challenge was the intention. Remember an intention. It's you kind of think about an intention at the start of the day, and it's kind of like a goal, if you remember. So the goal of the day would be, oh, today I will be calm. Today I will let things go. Today I will be happy. Today I will finish what I started yesterday. Things like that. Today I will help around the house. Things like that. Remember I sent you um, the leaf and you had to color things in if you helped something, because I figured that it's kind of easy just setting a goal, although saying that it's not, because if you set a goal and it's a hard goal, then you have to finish it, right? But if you're just thinking about something at the beginning of the day, then if you need something to do during the day, then it's a good idea to um, actually have a goal, I guess. If you can't think of another intention or goal, you could think today I'm going to help around the house, and that is a way you can um, fill out one of those little color in one of those things, right? So, but then also you've the September challenge. You also have those little flowery things at the back there for you to color in, right? And then I did have something else for you, and I will send it to you, but I don't have it, a printed version of it. I'm just going to look at it oh, on, so I know what I'm talking about here. Where is it? It's something you could fill out and think about. Because that's another thing. Sometimes if you set a goal, then I'm just okay. Instead of talking and looking, I'm just gonna, okay, here we are. So I had something ready for you to look at, and I will send it to you, and I will explain it to you. So it's a sheet of paper, and it's divided into four, and in one section it says I am. So you could write all the a few positive things about you, saying, "Oh, I am happy, I am helpful, I am artistic," something like that. And then in another section it says I can. So you could think of all the things that you can do. So maybe, oh, I can draw, I can paint, I can, I don't know, catch the bus, I can, something that you can do. And then a third section is I have done. So you could write there all the things that you have done. So I have, oh, I know some of you have performed, right? You've performed dancing. Yes. I've won a medal with rhythmic gymnastics. And then this is where it comes into our goal. The fourth section says I will. Because sometimes when you want to set an intention, you think, oh, can I actually do that? And then if you look back at what you can do, what you have done, then you think, yes, I can. That's a good goal for me today, right? So that's kind of explaining that to you without you actually seeing it. But when I send it to you, then you'll know you'll go, oh yes, this is the thing Lorna was talking about. So it's I can, oh, I forgot already what it was. Oops. Obviously I'm forgetful, so I should put that down if I was filling it out, right? All right, here I am. So I am, I can, I have done, I will. And there's 3 lines, so you don't have to write a lot, or you don't even have to write. You can just think, oh yes, I can do that, or oh yes, I am creative, I am tidy. Oh my gosh, who's tidy, or who's not tidy? So maybe that's the goal. If you think, oh, I'm not tidy, then that may be your intention of the day, to be tidy. I don't know. Right? Now I just saying. So then, because we don't have the slides, of course. Oh, then of course we always end up with that slide that says, let things go and accept, be patient, and gratitude, right? So, Claire, maybe you could take a moment. I've got a stone for you. Let's take a moment to be grateful for something. And there we are. Pop that in the empty basket. Kathy, maybe you could think for a moment something you're grateful for. And in it goes. Megan, it's yours. In it goes, and Sarah. And Jennifer. There we are. So now we have the story, but I will try. Probably won't work, but you never know. Nope. All right, I will read you the story. So it's one of the newer ones. I Am Me, a book of authenticity. All right. There are things about me that make me different. Sometimes I stand out in a crowd. Sometimes I am not seen at all and I feel alone. I start to ask myself why I can't blend in, fit the mold. Maybe I am too little or maybe too much. But when I stop and look, I see nothing in this world is exactly the same. Difference is what makes life beautiful and miraculous. And when I slow down, when I show who I truly am, I can find my joy, my spark. I have something to contribute. I can't hold back or hold it in. I am someone to be celebrated. I am me. I can have my own style and decide how I want to show up in the world. I can be grateful for my hair, my skin, my size, because they are all mine. I can be proud of my body and thankful for all it can do. I can embrace that I am perfectly imperfect because that is what makes me interesting. I can dance to my own rhythm anytime I want to, move and groove. I can learn from others who express themselves with confidence, even when it's hard. I can be a role model for someone who is afraid to show their own true colors. I can celebrate the things in this world that I decide are most meaningful to me. I can love anyone I choose fully and completely with all my heart. I can notice that every creature, small and grand, has something unique and necessary. I can know that community, connection, and acceptance exist, and I will find them. I can surround myself with those who see me, stand up for me, and support me. I can be okay knowing that everyone will understand me because I have love for myself. I don't need to hide away, hold back, or compare myself to anyone else because I am me and I matter. You are you and you matter. We are just right. Beautiful and miraculous, exactly as we are. There we are. So sometimes instead of expressing who we are and who we choose to be, we feel pressure to hide ourselves, compare ourselves to others, or blend in with everyone else. So that's not very good, is it? So we're going to move things around a little bit because we're going to do our meditation now without the lovely flowers I had. And I had the meditation to go with the flowers. So you'll just have to imagine that you're in a meadow with lovely scented flowers. Because I figured it's still summer. So we will do the meditation now. There we are. Just sit. Maybe close your eyes. Just wiggle your sit bones. Get comfortable. Just notice your spine is nice and tall. Just relax your shoulders. Relax your tongue and your jaw. And just close your eyes and take a moment to be still. Just imagine that you're in a meadow covered with scented flowers and you feel the warm breeze on your face. You can hear the birds chirping in the lovely warm air. Now imagine running barefoot across the soft ground. You skip and twirl, chasing a bright butterfly. And then you lie on the sweet smelling grass and look up at the wispy clouds. Your mind is full of happy thoughts. You are simply living in the moment. Your heart is full when you feel happy and free. Just keep imagining that picture in your mind. Maybe your eyes are closed. Just relax your shoulders, your tongue. The music has birds chirping, so just noticing the birds chirping. So you can imagine you're in that meadow with the flowers. Maybe Also imagining the lovely smell of the flowers in that meadow. And if your mind wanders, just bring your attention back to the sound of those chirping birds, back to noticing your breathing. There. You just need to hang on to those last few days of summer. Oh, so nice. All right. Now I will move over and sit on the mat. Hope the camera behaves. All right. Just get myself organized and settled. And let's just take a moment. Just one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just notice how you're feeling. Just sitting quietly, pretending we were in a meadow, listening to the birds and smelling the flowers. Maybe you feel a little calmer now. Noticing your breathing and noticing your body. Nice and straight back. But relax shoulders and relax tongue and jaw. And notice here, there's no frown. Now we're going to start doing our cat and cow, but remember we're going to do it really slowly. Just a little bit moving forward, backwards and forwards just to start with. Maybe closing your eyes and just noticing how you feel when you do this. So just gentle, gentle. And then we're going to do the side bends, but noticing if you've got a sore shoulder, you can put your hand here or hand here. And if you've got a sore back, just lift that arm up and just stretch the side. And if your back is feeling fine and you can do the side bend, then just go do that side bend. And you just bring that hand down. And again, this side, we're going to do the same thing again. So just notice, if you've got a sore shoulder, you can put your hand here or here. You go lift your arm up and just stretch the side of your body. You have a sore back. And if your back is okay, then you can go over. You can go over. You can just do it nice and slowly. So just move so it feels good for you. Just nice and gentle. Just really reaching and breathing. Reaching and breathing. And then we'll go back to the cat and cow. Remember, just do it nice and gently and slowly. Maybe closing the eyes and remember, notice how it feels. Any twinges when you do this? Or does everything feel nice and loose? Which is great. Some people do yoga because they don't feel loose. They are a little stiff. All right, so now we're going to reach up high and we're just going to do our twist. And again, just do it nice and gently and slowly. If you can have a nice straight back, that's great. If you can look over your shoulder, that's great. But you might just be doing a little twist like this, which is okay too. So whatever you manage to do is just fine. So now reaching up and over to the other side. And then reaching up, reaching up really high, and then really twist from deep down. And then up again and over to the other side. And then up, reaching, reaching, and then just let those arms come down. We'll go back to our cat and cow. Maybe your cat and cow is a little bit deeper now. You warmed up a bit. The first ones we do, maybe a little stiff. Really noticing how you move, what muscles you use, and just have a little rest. Hands on your arms or hands on heart and belly. If it feels good, just noticing the breath. Take a moment just to breathe. Notice. And we'll just bring our feet together into our butterfly pose. So sitting nice and straight. Bring the feet close in. Just sit nice and straight. Knees down, feet together, straight back. Then you can bring the legs up and straight. Give them a little wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There. And now we'll get onto our hands and knees for our tabletop. So move things out the way. There we are. Now tabletop. So hands under the shoulders and knees under the hips. We'll do our big circles with our hips. One way and then the other way. And then just find some stillness. So into your tabletop, just get those hands, those fingers spread nice and wide. Make sure the shoulders are over the hands. And we're going to take one leg out. If you can, you'll lift that other arm up. So the opposite arm to the leg. We have our balancing table. And hand down, and then the leg comes down. Get yourself all balanced again. And lift one leg up and one arm up. One hand down, one leg down. Then we'll just do a little stretch. So just put the hips down. The arms can stay right where they are. Just have a little stretch. Then we'll come back into tabletop. And then the first leg can go up. And the opposite arm. Then the arm down, leg down. Then the other leg can go up. The other arm can go up. Hand down, leg down. And then just have another little stretch. So put the hips down, just stretch. And this time, you could stretch those arms out. We've got our extended child's pose. So stretching those arms, pushing the hips down. Nice stretch here. Ooh. And now we're all ready to get into our downward dog. So get the hands on the mat, fingers spread, hands on the blocks if you need to, like me. Curl the toes under, push the hips up. Straighten those legs. Feel the backs of the legs. Just stretch. Then you can walk forward, touching fingertips on the mat with the forward fold. And then slowly coming up. Slowly, slowly coming up. Hands to heart center. There we are. And oh my gosh, lots and lots and lots of sunflowers around at this time of the year. So we will do our sun salutation, but we'll call it a sunflower salutation to all those lovely sunflowers in the end of summer. So lifting both arms up and bending at the hips, fingertips to the mat, then fingertips to the knees, then the mat, and then bringing those arms up and hands to heart center. Up, bend at the hips, touch the mat, touch your knees, touch your mat, and bring those arms up, hands to heart center. And again, up, touch the mat, touch your knees, touch the mat, and then bring those arms up, reaching up high, hands to heart center. One more time, up, hinge at the hips, touch the mat, touch your knees, touch the mat, and bring those arms up, hands to heart center. Lovely. And now we're going to get into a warrior two. So 1 foot forward, and the back foot is 45 degrees. So toes are pointing to the long end of the mat, and toes are pointing to the short end of the mat. Square knee, as you bend that knee, and then arms go up. And just turn. You have nice strong legs and strong arms. Nice strong stomach muscles here, so you're really holding yourself up. Nice and straight. You're a warrior, remember, so you got to be strong and straight. And then we'll have a little rest. Bring that arm up over. Really reaching, reaching, reaching if you can. And bring yourself back into warrior two. And then back hand down, front hand up. And then back, warrior two. And hands come down. Toes face the same way. And hinge at the hips here. And touch the mat. So a wide-legged forward fold. Just notice all the muscles you're stretching right now. And we'll start walking our hands past one leg. So bend the knee and stretch the leg that's left behind. Then walk the hands back the other way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Walk your hands back. Then pass the other foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Back we go to the other side. Bend the knee, stretch stretch the leg, come to the center. We're in our forward fold again, wide-legged forward fold. Just notice if you're feeling a little looser. Nice deep breath. And then just slowly coming up. And then arms up, you are a star. Ooh. Then let those arms come down as you breathe out nice and slowly. Your legs are wide apart, so just turn the other way. Front toes facing the short end of the mat. Back toes facing the long end of the mat. Arms go up, just turn your head. Nice strong body, so you're nice and straight. Strong arms, strong legs. And just have a rest. Bring your arm up and over your ear. Reach if you can, reaching. And then back. Then back hand down, front hand up. Looking up at your hand. Pretend there's a mirror and you're smiling at yourself. Back into warrior two. Nice strong arms and strong legs. Then arms can come down. And again, just turn to face the long end of the mat. Go down, touch the toes, touch the mat. Just have a lovely wide-legged forward fold. And walk those hands past one knee or one foot. Bend the knee, stretch the leg, and then go the other way. Bend the knee, stretch the leg. Really stretch that leg that's left behind. Go back the other way. Bend the knee, stretch that leg. Go back the other way. Bend that knee, stretch the leg. Then come to the center. Just take a moment. Fingertips on the mat. Nice wide-legged forward fold. Just notice what you're stretching. Oh, enjoy that stretch. And then just come up into the star. Let those arms come down nice and slowly as you breathe out very slowly. Remember, that's the one that calms you down. And bring those feet together. Give the legs a little shake. And then just put your hands onto your waist at the back and just do a little look up at the ceiling. So it's like a little back bend. Just stretch. Oh, really feel the stretch here and all the muscles in your stomach there. Nice deep breaths. And then come back just into mountain pose again. Maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just notice how you're feeling. And then we'll get back onto the floor with our downward facing dog. So hands onto the mat, just step back, hips go up, head goes down, arms are straight and legs are straight. Really stretch those legs. And then put those knees down nice and gently as you go down into a child's pose. So down into a child's pose, wide-legged child's pose. So feet, big toes together, and knees apart. Onto the floor. Big toes together, knees apart, hips go down, then your head goes down. Just relax. Oh, nice. Big sigh. Have a rest. And just slowly push yourself up. Bring those knees together, and you can just swing around to lie on your back. Lying on your back with your feet on the floor, knees up to the sky. And just really notice the base of your spine getting nice and flat with the floor supporting your lower back there. Just take a moment just to relax and rest. Feel your spine is nice and flat. And just lifting up those hips into a bridge pose. And then just letting those hips go down nice and gently. Just let the spine flatten. Lift the hips up again into a bridge pose. Hold it there. Keep breathing. Then just let those hips go down. Again, just let that lower back just flatten against the floor. Take a few deep breaths. And a big breath in and lift those hips up. Hold it there a little longer. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. And hips go down. Then you could bring one leg up, knee up, and just rest the ankle on the knee. This knee that's up in the air, just let it float away. And palms up, just relax those arms, relax the shoulders. We're in our reclined pigeon pose. Just feeling this leg that's up in the air, nice and relaxed. Just letting the hips relax and open up. Relaxing the arms, just having a rest here. Just bring that knee up. Give it a little bit of a hug. Put that leg down and the other knee comes up. Give it a bit of a hug. Help the ankle on to that knee. And then just notice this leg relaxing now. Let the knee fall away. And just letting your arms rest. Arms facing up. Relax the shoulders. Relax the tongue and the jaw. A little smile on your face. Take away the frown. Just really relax. Bring that knee up. Foot goes down. Straighten those legs out. And really push the ankles away. Pull the toes up towards you. So you're really stretching the backs of the legs. And then relax. And you can bend one knee, slide the foot up the straight leg. So we do our reclined tree pose. So the knee that's bent can just fall to the ground. The foot can be anywhere. Remember, if you're standing and doing a tree pose, don't put your foot on the knee. But we're lying down. So the foot, if it lands on the knee, that's just fine. Again, rest the arms facing up. Just really relaxing the hips, just letting that knee relax, fall to the ground. You should really, the muscles around your hips should be relaxed. You don't have to hold yourself up. Slide that foot down. Got two straight legs. Push the ankles away. Bring the toes up. Stretching the backs of the legs. Then relaxing. And then the other knee gets bent. Slide the other foot up the straight leg. And the other knee's bent. The other Leg is straight. Recline tree pose. Again, just noticing the knees nice and relaxed because it won't fall to the ground. The hips are nice and relaxed. You don't have to hold on. You don't have to hold the muscles to do this. Just relax the arms, the shoulders, the tongue, the jaw. A smile on your face. Take away the frown. Nice deep breaths. Just notice if your belly goes up and down as you breathe. Just you can really notice it if you're lying down still. Straighten that leg. And again, push the heels away. Bring the toes towards you so you're straightening the backs of the legs. And then relax. You can bend both knees, bringing the feet to the floor and knees pointing to the sky. And then just bring those feet together and let the knees fall apart. So now we're doing a reclined butterfly. So the knees are falling down to the ground. You can relax your arms. Relax the legs. Relax the tongue, the jaw. That smile on the face. Take away the frown. And just bring those knees up. Bring the knees together. Then just bring the knees up and you do a little roll. Enjoy that roll. Enjoy the massage your back is getting on the floor. And then both feet can go down. Keep the knees together. Then just let the knees fall to one side together. The arms go out in a T. And then look away from the knees. So now we're in our reclined supine pose. So this is a really cooling down pose, relaxing pose. So take those slow deep breaths. Just let the knees fall to the ground. Slow deep breaths right down into the belly. Bring those knees up. Let them point to the sky and then drop them to the other side. Then look away. So you're looking to the other side. This other side now is getting a nice stretch. Let the knees just fall. Then just bring the knees up. Just bring the knees up even further to give them a hug. And have a little roll from side to side. Then slowly put the feet down. Just keep the knees up in the air and just take a moment again just to allow the lower spine, that lower part of your back, just to let it flatten. Just let the floor flatten and support the back. Few deep breaths here. You can maybe even lie here. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just noticing the breath. Noticing how hopefully you're feeling more relaxed than you were at the beginning. Then you can slowly get into your Shavasana. position, wherever place you like to be for Shavasana. So even if you're in the chair, you can just relax in the chair. You can put your hands on your chin or even put your head down. Just sit up. We'll go back into that meadow. We did our meditation. Go back to those lovely scented flowers. Sunny meadow. Listen to the birds. Noticing the breath. Whether you're seated or lying down, you're just noticing the breath. Just starting with your feet, just letting your feet relax, your legs relax. Back as it lies on the floor, sits in the chair. And just noticing your shoulders, your arms. Noticing the jaw and your tongue. Maybe give the jaw a little wiggle. Maybe do a yawn. Wiggle the tongue. Put a smile on your face. Take away the frown. Just enjoy being in the sunny meadow. Lovely smelling flowers. Listening to the birds. This lovely blue sky. White fluffy clouds.
So that they cook evenly throughout. I then season the pork
And
with
then we'll do our sata. This
Tata.
is in me.
It is in me.
In
It is in me.
is in
Tata.
the down.
It is
Don't
in
forget to
me.
smile with your eyes. That's right. And then we'll send each other loving kindness. Oh, I got loving kindness in my heart. Thank you, girls.
Thank you.
Namaste.
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 Namaste. Bye.
Oh, Trevor, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye,
Mona.
everyone.